Yo, what up, YouTube? What up, boxing fans? You know, I think it's important to note HBO's lack of bias in this fight. Check out Harold Lederman's take after 6 rounds of boxing. You know, he had a very interesting and honest take to the fight. Check it.
And now Harold Lederman prepares to tell us where he has it as we get to the 7th of the schedule. 12. Harold, how do you have it so far?
I don't know, Jim. I ain't watching a fight. I mean, Guillermo Rigondeaux is doing all the punching. Nonito Donaire's got his mouth open and he won't move his hands. I mean, can you imagine 3 punches landed in a round by a great champion like Nonito Donaire? It's just unbelievable. The guy's got to start going to work. 6-0. 60 to 54, Guillermo Rigondeaux. He's landed all his shots. Donaire's got to get off. He's got to do something. He's got to move his hands. Guillermo Rigondeaux just landed most of the shots. 6-0.
I have to say, though, what is surprising is after Harold Lederman gave his overview after 6th round, we did not hear this guy again. We just saw the fucking scorecard at 9 rounds, and we saw the scorecard at the end of the fight. But we did not see Harold. We did not hear him after that. They just completely shut him up. Maybe because they didn't want him to talk about how badly Donaire was losing the fight. Because, you know, they have Jim Lampley on there being somewhat honest. They have Max Kellerman on there being somewhat honest and saying, you know, this is a really one-sided fight. And Harold Lederman was just being flat out, you know, unbearably honest. And he might have been turning off viewers, he might not have been turning off viewers. But we did not hear this guy talk after the 6th round. And that's very unconventional because normally he gives his spiel after 9 rounds and after 12 rounds, but we did not hear him at all while Donaire is getting outboxed. I think that's interesting to note. When HBO doesn't show bias, they do take away some aspects of their telecast that so they don't want to really like overdo the beating that was witnessed. They don't want to sort of rub salt on the wound, so to speak. And maybe they decide to take Harold Lederman off the telecast for his scoring segments. Anyways, you know, tremendous job. I find it so interesting with the running argument because in the 12th round, you know, say what you want about Rigondeaux. You know, we all saw Oscar De La Hoya run for 3 rounds against Trinidad, and that was suddenly a closer fight than most people saw. And that might have been what happened here, where maybe people were deducting points because they thought Rigondeaux was running. Personally, you run as much as you want. He landed more punches, and he landed crisper punches, and he landed accurate punches, and he just landed the more appealing, effective, and even stronger punches. You know, and that's the question I had before the fight, is what if Donaire can't take Rigondeaux's power or gets shocked by it, and what if Rigondeaux can take Donaire's power? Then it's a completely different fight than what most people were saying, which was anything that Rigondeaux could do, Donaire can do better, and it turned out to be the opposite. Everything Donaire did, Rigondeaux's defense nullified it and ultimately showed to be the better counterpuncher, which is Donaire's game. He's not a pressure fighter. As much as we want to think, Donaire is not a pressure fighter. He's a counterpuncher. And when put against a better counterpuncher, he was forced to pressure. And he fought Rigondeaux's fight. So for now, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think about the scoring. How did you score it? Did you think Rigondeaux was running? Did you deduct points against him because he did that? I thought it was a great fight, and I thought Harold Lederman should have gotten a little more time to speak because he was the most honest one on that telecast, apart from Roy Jones Jr., who will always give you an unbiased approach. Anyways, it is what it is. Peace out. Take care.